Dual Language as a Social Movement, Putting Languages on a Level Playing Field by Regina Cortina, Carmina Makar, and Mary Faith Mount-Kors. Researchers Cortina, Makar, and Mount-Kors explore the impact dual language programs have on the community. They want to know how well these programs provide educational opportunities to match the needs of the communities they serve. The researchers of this study are interested in equity in education as outlined in rulings such as that of the U.S. Supreme Court in the case of Lau versus Nichols. The Supreme Court ruled that schools without special provisions to educate language minority students were violating the students' civil rights. Many dual immersion programs were phased out of schools due to high attrition rates. On multiple occasions, the demographics of schools changed so drastically that the perceived need for dual immersion programs no longer existed. The researchers found that many dual immersion programs were implemented due to parent demand and not as an action of the school itself. These dual immersion programs received strong community support. In teacher interviews, researchers found that non-native English speakers who participated in these programs took more pride in their native language because it was being used outside the home and by students from other cultures. In some schools, not all students are part of the dual immersion program. It's an option. These programs see success that is lower than at schools where all students participate in dual immersion. This is attributed to less collaboration among teachers, fewer shared classroom resources, and a sense of separateness from the rest of the school. Many teachers express the difficulty of ensuring 50% of instruction is devoted to both languages. They split the time based on students' needs. However, these teachers noted that spending more time in one language did not decrease the importance students placed on the other language. While many countries require students to study at least one other language beginning very early in the elementary years, most schools in the United States require little, if any, foreign language education. Though the number of dual immersion programs in the United States is on the rise, the vast majority of schools do not offer this type of program. Cities such as Seattle and Chicago and the state of Utah are working to increase the number of schools offering dual immersion programs. Many of these schools are starting to include languages such as Japanese, Mandarin Chinese, and French. Dual immersion schools in Chicago also incorporate more global studies and student exchange opportunities into their curriculum. Dual immersion programs aim to create equity among students who speak languages other than English. While the academic advantage and achievement for these students is clear, we must also be aware of the benefits English-speaking students receive. Students who participate in dual immersion programs become bilingual and biliterate. Not only does this help them be more successful academically, but it provides them with an advantage when applying to college and entering the workforce. As a speaker of several languages, I have witnessed the advantages I have over others. I am marketable in many fields of work, and I can communicate with many people I never otherwise would have been able to. I strongly believe that we need to start implementing language programs in our schools so students will have these same advantages as our society and economy continues to become increasingly global. Materials used for this presentation include the article by Cortina, Makar, and Mount-Kors, and the text by Stewart.